What's up, y'all? It's your girl Veronica, and we're back with another video. I know you guys ask me all the time, how do I know if I'm gonna be a good fit for project management? And a lot of the time you can tell based on the previous role or previous career that you've had. So I want to give you guys some game on kind of the top careers that you can transition from into project management because you're way more likely to have a transferable skill set that you can really leverage. So I'm going to give you guys the game so that you can run the play. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, so let's start by level setting. You guys know how we got to do it here, okay? This is the deal. Not just anybody can be a project manager, okay? Of course, you got the obvious things. You need to be organized, you need to be meticulous, you need to be diligent. But to be honest with you, a big part of project management is interpersonal skills, it's engagement, it's having an analytical mindset. And there's gonna be certain career paths that people have been in that are going to serve better in a project management role. So I want to talk to you guys about some of those, and you can ask yourself, is this something I'm doing right now or something I have in my background that I could potentially leverage? And we're going to start with marketers. Okay. If you have a background in marketing, you will likely make a fantastic project manager. And that is for a few different reasons. Number one is because you've probably been running projects for quite some time now. Typically, marketers run marketing campaigns. They have a start date, they have a designated end date, and there's all types of execution that happens in between to help meet their KPIs, whether that's reaching a new demographic or increasing engagement or increasing a follower count, increasing sales, right? All of those types of things are very similar to what you'll see in project management because you have a designated scope of work and there's certain actions that you and your team have to take to, in fact, meet that scope. So if you are a marketer or you have a background in marketing, then being a project manager could work out really well for you. You should absolutely think about it. Next is going to be teachers. I want to give a shout out to all my teachers out there. I want y'all to know that if nobody else loves you, Veronica loves you, because let me tell you, being a teacher is a hard job, okay? But if you can manage kids, you can manage adults. And it's not just the fact that you work with children, but also the fact that you have to build out lesson plans. You have to adjust for each child's learning style. You're standing up and presenting in front of a group of people every single day. Okay, all of these things can really lean into a lucrative project management career. And we have helped so many teachers transition that we've really realized a lot of people overlook the skill set that it takes to be an educator. And a lot of that is transferable skills that will help you be a successful project manager. So if you've been a teacher for years and you've been looking to get out of the classroom and get into the corporate world, then project management could be a really viable option for you. You should think about it. Next is going to be a shout out to all my BAs, okay? If you are a business analyst, I know it's tough out there for you guys. I want to give a personal shout out to all the business analysts that have put up with my shenanigans in the past. It's certainly not easy, right? But as a BA, you get a lot of exposure to different components of an organization, meaning you've probably worked with technical teams. You've also likely worked with the business side. You translate requirements, you gather requirements. You've kind of had a peep behind the curtain of what the organization is up to and how they run successful initiatives. A lot of project managers actually start as business analysts. So if you have a background in being a BA, then this could be a really good career for you. And the other benefit there is that a lot of business analysts actually transition into project management within their current organization. So if you do want to get a project management role, but you're looking to stay within the current organization that you're at, you should bring it up. Let somebody know, maybe a supervisor, maybe the director of the PMO, hey, I'm interested in learning more about project management. See if your company would support you in pursuing a project management certification such as your PMP. See if you can assist as an associate project manager on the upcoming initiative that the program is going to undertake. You have a lot of options when you're a business analyst. So, because you have all this exposure and these transferable skill sets, and you're already really close to the different initiatives that happen within the org, you should absolutely leverage that opportunity if you're looking to transition into a project management role. Now, the next career that people tend to be a little bit surprised at is sales. Okay, I get people all the time coming to me and asking me, Veronica, my background is in sales. I don't know if I would make a good project manager. I don't know if I have any transferable skills. If you've been in sales, you absolutely have transferable skills. And that's because as a project manager, you're selling all the time. We might not talk about it a lot and we might not describe it like that, but you are a salesman. And that's because you're trying to sell your sponsor on what your thoughts are for your team, how you believe things should be executed. You're trying to sell your stakeholders on their expectations and making sure that you can reel them in and influence them, right, to kind of agree with what it is you're trying to do with the project. You're trying to sell your clients, right? If you have a background in sales, that lets an organization know that you can be client facing. You know how to articulate yourself. You know how to facilitate a discussion. You know how to influence people. You know how to motivate them. That is a huge skill set that can be really challenging for people to learn. And if you have a successful background in sales, that means you already have it. So you can absolutely leverage a sales career into a really lucrative project management career. Don't undersell yourself, right? If you have that skill set, you want to leverage it and you absolutely want to use it. Now, the next career that transitions into project management really well are for all my military veterans out there. Okay, there's so many military vets that I work with that tell me that they're a little bit nervous about getting back into the civilian world and going to get a corporate job because they're not quite sure if they have the necessary skill sets. But let me tell you, employers love military veterans. They absolutely love them. And it's because they assume that you're going to be disciplined, that you're going to show up on time, that you're going to show up to work every day, that you're going to be prepared, that you're going to have a really good work ethic, that you're going to be clear and concise in your communication and not beat around the bush, but be very direct, transparent, and honest. These are all things that employers really value, and they're things that are typically instilled into our active servicemen and servicewomen. So if you were a military veteran, then this could be a really good opportunity for you to transition into really any form of project management because you know structure. You value what structure and discipline and having a good work ethic is actually like, and employers see the value in that as well. If your background is, hey, I retired from the military, I was enlisted for 10, 15, 20 years, don't be afraid to make that transition into the civilian world and be in the corporate space, or be outside of the corporate space as a project manager. But use everything that you have learned and leverage that into a lucrative career. It could work out really well. The next career that's going to be really good to transition into project management are typically going to be administrative assistants and executive admins. Now, look, As an executive admin, you probably haven't done project management in the past. You've probably done a lot of operational work, streamlining calendars, maybe you order lunches, maybe you book people's travel, or I'm sure there's several other tasks associated with the role. But just because you haven't done project management per se doesn't mean that you don't have skill sets that you can leverage into a really successful project management career. And that's because those of you who have been admins or are executive admins right now are historically very organized. Okay. You keep everything nice, neat, tidy. You have to talk to a lot of different people. You're facilitating discussions, you're coordinating communication. Sometimes you're even working with a team of your peers. All of these things are beneficial because that's really similar to the skill sets that a project manager needs to have. So if you are an executive admin or you've been in an administrative role and you liked it, you were really good at it, then you should consider project management because it could be a really beneficial career change for you. Now, last but not least is going to be probably the most least known career transition that actually tends to work out really well, and that is for pastors. If you have a background in being a pastor, whether it's a youth pastor or a lead pastor at church, project management is sometimes a really good move. And the reason why is because of the work that you do. You are in a leadership role. You have to stand up in front of people and speak to them. You're facilitating conversations. You're giving sermons. You're having to organize your thoughts all the time. You're working with different types of people. You're involved in the community. You're involved in different initiatives. And I've actually worked with different people in the past, different clients who have a background in being a pastor. And it turns out they make amazing project managers because of the type of work that they have done and the fact that they're not scared to get up in front of a crowd of people and make a statement, to clarify information, to help others gain knowledge. They could be great at training, coaching, mentoring. These are all skill sets that project managers need to help them be successful. So if you are currently a pastor or you have some pastoral experience and you're looking to transition into project management, then you should definitely consider it and maybe give it a go. I really hope this video has helped you guys understand some of the really good careers that you may have that can be beneficial to transition into project management. But if you guys can think of any others or you have questions about others, please drop them in the comments. I'm really active in our comment section and I always get back to you guys as quickly as I can. Now we just hit 1,000 subscribers. We're very excited and our next goal is going to be to hit 2K. So if you're watching this video and you aren't subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and support our channel. We would absolutely appreciate it. Drop us a like or even share this video with somebody that you know is going to benefit from this information. In the meantime, in between time, I'll see you guys next time.